Okay, guys. So, how can you use sort of like this blogging, this video stuff to build influence when you don't particularly want to be famous? And there's another type of influence. It's like academic influence, and it's they might be popular, they might be well known, they might be influential, but would you say they're sort of like pop culture famous? So think of like Carl Sagan, who's very very pop culture, but you know the so the point is right. And I'll get to plagiarism because it's a lot. It's one of those things that holding people back is that they don't want someone out there using their ideas in order to get sales, right? But the whole point of this other type of influence is say is not ratings. It's more like work credit. So when you apply to a school or when a prospect checks up on you and they see the type of information that you are sharing, um, if you do it right, they understand your message and whether or not some people, to me it's like, for me it's like I don't mind um, having a position. I don't mind having sort of like a political point of view, an economic point of view. Some people might be scared of that because they feel it reduces the number of opportunities. But for me, in my situation, let's say I want two street, right? Because I'm old, and I like to talk. I like to talk in real life. I like to talk on YouTube. I like to write, right? So I don't want to have to shut up at work, right? And so if you can deal with it, you then I can probably deal with you. If you can't deal with it, and you're waiting for me to change, I'm never gonna change. All right. What else? So the other type of influence instead of ratings is when they look at your body of work, right? Kind of like an artist. They open your portfolio or photographer. They look at your body of work, right? It's not for to be broadcast, but they look at your body of work and say, okay, it's pretty good. There's that other influence. The hard thing about that, like I said, is you're afraid they'll take what you come up with, plagiarize your idea, and in another part of the world or another part of the city, capture a sale. A lot of people are afraid of that. Also, when you don't have people following you, it becomes a real drudge. To be honest with you, like if nobody notices, it becomes a real drudge. Like literally, like whether you put something down, you're broadcasting, you're writing, you're publishing. If nobody knows, it becomes a real drudge. But people notice, I swear to God, it's a lot of fun. All right. And there was something else. There was something else I want to address. It was yesterday. It was like, how'd you get this way? How'd you so clear on issues? And I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. But it was like it was. You want me to try to remember right here, right now, while the clock's ticking? Okay, let me see. How did I get so clear on issues? Like how come I just say it? All right. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. I forgot. How come I just say it? I forgot. But you know what? I do learn from I do learn from uh, younger people, all right, they've already chosen sort of like to live by standards and values. I think I'm not sure about the baby boomers because especially like in the West because I only came here like around the 80s, right? And I myself am not old enough to be a baby boomer, so I don't know the baby boomer trend per se firsthand. But I'm starting to think the slacker generation, my generation, was too smart for our own good. We didn't really live by our values. We 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 sort of just like if you pay me, I'll just do any gangster value in terms of like professional work. So I think maybe that's why a lot of them might be stopped. But what really woke me up was a lot of young people, you know, what they will not use their high valued education towards something that is harmful. A lot of them will not. And they will also not do it if it's harmful to them personally and paying them less than their worth. And it's if it's harmful to the economy, to the greater good. A lot of them will not. So what you're left with are a lot of people similar to the slacker generation, that are too smart for their own good. And in this type of situation today, after 9/11 and all that stuff, companies that pivot on workers that are too smart for their own good, or workers that keep to standards and values, one of them will win. That is my prediction. See you guys later.